How would you engage with life and business differently if you viewed yourself as if you were in beta mode? Meaning that there's some kinks in it, right? It's not perfect yet, and there's definitely some imperfections. A lot of us are in beta mode, but we fool ourselves into thinking that we're not, that we are meant to be perfect somehow. When in fact, it would actually serve you if you saw yourself as someone who was simply in beta mode. Not perfect, but you're here, you're ready, you're trying, you're learning your kinks, you're learning your bugs. I started thinking about this because I was actually, added to a group that released a beta version for a new software. And they added me into it to give them feedback on how it worked and everything. So, they would say, just be aware that this has a bug to it. This is glitchy. This is how it can be a little bit more user-friendly. And then I was added to the group and I could come with, again, feedback. So that they then could simply work on it, improve it, and release a fuller version. And we see this all the time, right? With all the different softwares that we use, where here's one version, here's another version, here's another version. We even see this with Apple, right? It keeps on being updated over and over and over again. But how come we don't see it the same way? How come you don't see it the same way with yourself? Right? How come that you kind of have this idea that you're meant to be your fullest version right now? That is perfectionism. It truly is. And you've forgotten what it is that you are. You are someone who is growing. You're in beta mode. You're harnessing the information to find out how to cultivate this full version of you, this whole version of you, right? It's a process. It's going to take many years, decades, to simply just bloom, right, in all areas of your life. But the one thing that we can do, that you can do, is to return to the most wholehearted version of you that you are in this present moment. Because you are wholehearted already. You are worthy already. So if you only have 20% of energy for something, you can't beat yourself up over having not 100% or doing what you were able to do a year ago, right? Or longer than that. It fluctuates like that. Your energy is like a sound wave. It's always in motion, up and down. But when we have those down periods where you feel like you're in beta mode, that is information for your role. It's so funny, every man that I've ever dated, the days where they felt like they didn't look good, I was always like, whoa, you look amazing today. I absolutely love your hair. And they'll be like, nah, my hair is so messy. And I'll be like, I love it. And often when, I publish something I don't necessarily like or create something that I don't necessarily think is the best, it's often the thing that's most well received, that resonates the most. And it kind of is a little bit annoying, right? Because you just can't see it coming. It's so non-linear and unpredictable and out of control, right? And that is what bothers most high performers with perfectionism. That you simply cannot know what will resonate with an audience or someone in general. So you actually may be perfect right now, in a way, in beta mode. Because that is what it is about. It's about really just going from one version to another version to another version, constantly growing and evolving. And so being able to bloom beyond perfectionism is really about becoming more and more comfortable with this idea that you are in beta mode, right? That you are becoming, you are growing, you are expanding, and allowing yourself to simply be in beta mode, to be something that is a work in progress, right? Everything that you do is excellent, even if you think that it's not, because you are growing, you're expanding. You are on the journey to wilt, fall, root, rise, and bloom. You are growing through seasons, and that is exactly the way that it's meant to be. So I encourage you and I invite you to apply to join the tribe of sunflowers and bloomers at bloombeyond.com/apply to really just learn to come back to the sunflower and bloomer that you truly are, to create a life and business of freedom from perfectionism with the power of the subconscious mind, and to begin to allow yourself to be in beta mode. Stay bright, brave, and balanced.